Waterford. Go see the Waterford crystal being made. A rugby helmet.
Maybe an old school football helmet too.
That's hilarious. Mommy, we're gonna break something.
Oh, don't say that. I know. Makai put that in your head. Hands in pockets.
I'm not gonna break anything.
Look at how cute he is.
When if you broke something.
No, it wouldn't. Don't say that.
That's a different story. Save your cash.
Come here, you guys. You are.
That's your life. They can buy you.
It's really pretty though.
Get this potion. Mommy,
Look how beautiful. Okay, hands in pockets.
Mommy, that reminds me of
Grandma would love to be here, huh, Mom?
sparkles.
Careful, careful.
And here are my lines.
Dad scares me with the backpack.
I scare I'm just walking into stuff. You know when someone walks into stuff, man? Look at the Vikings!
Look at the spider.
Look at all the Vikings though. That's cool.
Oh, look at the spider.
Yeah. San Francisco. Oh, the globe is cool. Okay, if I could have one thing.
Where's the
Celtic cross.
Babe, buy me a 25th, what is it? 14,000 euros. So it's more US.
That's like 30,000.
How much is that
No,
one?
it's not that much.
How much that one? We get back.
That one is 2,395 euros. Beautiful. We don't have a house for that
Mommy,
though.
look, it's a Grammy Award. That's what the Grammy Awards look like, but in like
Yeah,
gold.
a gramophone. Cinderella's carriage.
Oh, that is beautiful right here.
I want that carrot.
40K.
Now, the four aspects of crystal making is blowing, cutting, sculpting, and engraving. So it takes 8 years to master each aspect of crystal making. So you won't see your classmen cross training, because if they were to master all the aspects of crystal making, they would be retired before they even got to start their work. Miroslav Havel. Now, he is very unique because he actually did master all the aspects of crystal making. He's the only man ever to do it. So he became Waterford Crystal's chief designer, but he also became the trainer to train in all our Irish apprentices as well. Now, he developed a test piece, and to this day our cutters still use this test. So this is the bowl, this is the apprentice bowl. There's 600 individual cuts on this bowl, and there's 10 wheel changes. So these are all the cuts and the wheel changes that are needed throughout a cutter's career. So after 5 years, they're handed 3 plain bowls, 2 to practice on, and the third one is their test piece. They have 1 working day to complete that test, 8 hours, and it's all done through memory, so they can memorise off every cut and every wheel change of that. I just want to come through a little bit, just the doors are on automatic. Okay, so this is our first stop here in the mould department. So here we work with 2 types of molds. We work with a wood mold and we work with a cast iron mold. So the wood mold is used for our one-off commission pieces or our large trophy pieces. So these wood molds will last between 5 to 7 uses only. Now the cast iron molds are used for production. So you will see cast iron molds being used today because it is a production line that's working on today. So these cast iron molds will last for 60 years. Now the wood that we use is beechwood and pear wood. So you can see that it is fairly charged. This is from the heat from the molten crystal. These will only last for about 7 days. Now our craftsmen start off with a solid block of wood. So if you turn around to the back there, you'll see on the floor the very first piece of wood. That is what they start out with. They will then get it designed down to the left hand side or more examples. So once they have the design, they will know the exact shape and measurement that's required. They will then make a template from cardboard. So here's an example of one of the templates that was used. This was the Barack Obama 2012 Shamrock Bowl. So you will get to see the replica bowl on our factory tour as well. So once they have the template made, they will place it onto the block of wood, and then they will use the ladle that's just in here at the back to shape out the shape of the wood. Once they have the correct shape made out, they will then chop the wood in half, and they will hinge the wood. So it's chopped and hinged, and that is our mold. So this is the start of it. And this is the finished trophy.
Beautiful.
So does anybody want to hold it? Very, very Charlie.
He's been dying to get a football back in his hands.
Just feel like a newborn baby almost.
Does it? Not mine.
A really
It's
expensive
like half
newborn
mine.
baby.
Yeah, seriously.
I touched it, Mama.
You did?
See, it's all the maintenance things that are going on. Yeah,
Well, that's the thing. You're giving them a football. They did not.
They did. That's why I did my little speech at the start.
Who?
I swear, they've been broken. They have, and it's always made by breaking.
This is Doug's department. He's at break. Isn't that insane? This is where he makes the molds. Worldschool. Pretty cool.
So I'm just going to talk about the mold now because that's what he's working with right now. So he places the crystal into the cast iron mold and he blows through the rod and continuously twists and turns the rod until he gets the final shape. Now you can see that there is excess crystal above that mold. That is called the cap, and that will be sewn off in our next department. Now this is the design down from the design team, and this is what they're actually working on right now. This is all today's production. So this is the bowl he's working on now. So the raw material that is used is silica sand, litharge, potash, and also the recycled crystal. Feel free to come right in, Now just at the back here you will see our craftsman now has the crystal, and he's going to place it into the portable furnace to be preheated. So it's preheated and pre-shaped twice before it goes into the mould. Now just down here, this is the finished bowl. So this is where they will place it onto the turning wheel. They will check to see if there's any imperfections, but they'll also make sure that the base is nice and flat by using the wooden tool that's just beside it there, made of beech wood. Once they're happy with the final piece, they will bring it over here to the silver doors. This is a kiln. The kiln is a cooling oven. So this is 400 degrees Celsius. It's raised up to 480 and then gradually cooled down overnight. Now he's placing it onto the turning wheel, and he's using the beech wood to shape out the crystal. So you can see that orange colour, that is just from the heat from the furnace, that is not a dye.
What? That is so cool.
So it's preheated and pre-shaped twice before it goes into the mould. So you can see now that the colour is starting to fade once it cools down. Now our craftsman is going to disconnect the crystal from the rod. So he uses air first, and then he's going to cool down the base of the rod by using water. And once it cools down the rod, the crystal will just drop from that rod. So just up on the platform then, he's blowing through the rod to get the hollow shape, and he places it back into the portable furnace. Now this is the final piece that's been dropped from the rod, and that will then be placed into the kiln to be cooled down gradually overnight.
It almost looks like jelly. Amazing.
Now once the crystal comes through, the excess cap needs to be sewn off, and they will use the vertical or horizontal saw to cut the cap off. Once they cut the excess cap off, it will be then thrown into the green good coloured box, and this will then be recycled back into the furnace. Once they have the cap cut off, they will bring it over here to the Batista wheels. These are the two flat wheels you see here in front. There is a rough Batista wheel and there is a smooth one. So the rough Batista wheel is used to sand down the rough edging from where the cap has been removed. Once they have this done, they will bring it back here where the light is. This is where they will wash and dry the crystal, and they'll hold it up to the light to see if there's any imperfections. If there is any imperfections, it is smashed and recycled back into the furnace because there's no second sold of Waterford crystal at all. Now you can see there is a frosted appearance on that bowl. That is just from the cuts. That will never be kept like that because Waterford crystal is renowned for its clear clarity and shine. So it goes from the cutting department then into the polishing. So this is an acid polish. So this is sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid. So it's dipped and rinsed until it gets the shine. But the acid will take one layer off on the front and one layer off on the back of the crystal also. So we do lose crystal during the cutting and the polishing process. Now because it is an acid, by law we're not allowed to have acid in the city centre. So this is done 2 kilometres out the road.
Taven, do you want to feel? No, it's okay. You can feel. Just pick it up only a little bit and hold it right over the table. You'll be fine. Get behind Mackay. It's okay. He can touch. Come here. Hold on, buddy. Careful. Yeah, see?
That was on the finish line.
Oh, man. Oh, it's heavy. Heavy. No, no, only with help. Okay, come on. Oh, that's a lot lighter. The last one.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions before we do go to the marketing department? Okay, so we're going to make our way to the marketing department next.
Wow.
It's imperfected how?
That makes it imperfect, so they throw it, they break it back down.
How is this imperfect?
Where's the square? It has bruises, little marks in the squares.
Okay. Oh, so there's a stone. These are really tiny imperfections.
Yeah, but cord. Where is it? Oh, I see. Thick and thin. Oh, it's not consistent. It's thicker. It's thicker on this side than this side.
Abby, you're not supposed to look these up. Oh. Earbuds.
He's sanding it, making it smooth.
A tiny imperfection. And then you smash it.
And this is where they mark off a horizontal and a vertical line. So here's an example of those horizontal and vertical lines. This gives our cutters a start and a finish point to cut. Because our cutters are working from memory. So they've memorized off over 100 different designs. So they'll know by a 3-digit number then what design to put into the crystal. That is for the production pieces.
No crooked lines.
Hopefully not, anyway.
Abby, move back.
She's like, that's your problem now.
So does anybody have any questions about the marketing department itself? Oh yeah.
Grace would love that in her house.
Like this, she would have like her own room for it. They're cutting the designs on it. Mama, look, they're cutting
These are cut. Two thirds into the crystal. And this then is a right yours to back up, put twice. You've got one crossing, and then the second time to smooth it out. You can pass those around. Also here on the decanter you have the wedge cut is the deeper cut, and the right yours is the flat cut. You can pass those around also. Now in that look, our craftsmen are not only looking through two curved surfaces of crystal, but they're also looking through the water that's coming over the wheels while they're cutting the design in. So they have to know how much pressure to put on. So they're relying on their own skills to know exactly how much pressure. Because if they put too much pressure on, they could go straight through. But if they don't put enough pressure on, the cut is not deep enough. It's not 2/3 deep. Our craftsmen are continuously have to change the wheels. So for example, the bowl that was in the history room, the apprentice bowl, that was 10 wheel changes to complete that one bowl. So they would have changed the wheels 10 times to complete that one bowl. Now 95% of the cut is cut with our craftsmen. 5% is done using a CNC auto cutting machine. Now it's not every piece of crystal that goes through this auto cutting. It depends on the intricateness of the design. Or if it's one fluid movement, our craftsmen can't maneuver their linen in one go.
Let's give it back to her. They're masters. Seriously, master artisans.
You want to hold it, get your picture with it. Never hold it.
You're good. 2 hands, heavy, heavy. You got it?
There's one for this lady here.
Oh my God. Those are all the diamond cutters.
I'm gonna hand down some unfinished parts. They're heavy though, alright?
Okay.
We want to take that person. We hold it big
Machine
bowl.
one.
He handed them both a bowl to hold that he was cutting.
I think that was beautiful.
He did.
With that handsome.
Dude, they just got skill. I would have lost a
No,
finger.
they're like master craftsmen. Like, and you're seeing it happen. Like, it's so cool.
Where are the girls?
This one, and this one, and all done.
I hope not.
Where are the girls?
I don't know. They're not into it, I guess.
I'm like, boom, money gone. Money gone.
Go ask her.
What?
She wants to know where all the girl workers are.
You don't hire a bunch of
I'm not holding that one.
No. And then he breaks
I'll take a picture though.
If you're gonna do it. If he's gonna do it anyways.
Just put your hand in the middle. I'm not gonna let go of it.
Is it heavy? Taven.
Mommy, I holded it.
Good
I
job.
helped.
You're being a big girl. That's really pretty. I like that one.
Hold it, guys.
Seriously.
Those wheels up there,
Yeah.
the smallest wheel is 2,000 euros.
I used to record everything.
How long can you use them for?
So we're not allowed to touch them, we're not allowed to lift them up. And so if you want to take photographs of the part of the point, just remember, there's a bag on your back and one on your side. Don't stand too close to the table because you burn and knock the pieces off.
Yeah, I was with
Watch your backpack.
the blades. They run out to the point where you can't use them anymore.
You can because they have stone.
Oh, they use sharpen them. Okay, yeah, I see.
Just grab it.
Hold it in front of you so you can see where it's at. You know what I mean? Okay. Hands in pockets. Keep your elbows by your sides.
Mom, here's the piano one.
Now they do that using diamond techniques. So if you have a look at the back, you'll see all the different wheels that are used. But if you have a look here, they're working on the People's Choice Award.
Wow.
So this is the design now from the design team for the People's Choice Awards. We have over 100 due for January. And this is the Finnish People's Choice Award. So does anybody want to hold the People's Choice Award?
Yes.
I know. Everybody. Gonna make a horse. You know what that's gonna look like when they're done though? It's gonna be beautiful. It's amazing. Touch, buddy.
That goes hammer.
That's what it looks like.
These are the copper wheels that are used for engraving. And around those copper wheels there's a carburetor oil and then linseed oil goes into the wheel. So I'm going to talk about some of the pieces that's on the table. The table is furthest away from me. If you have a look at the back, you'll see our Christmas snowman. So we're working on the Christmas things.
I think that's to help it not chip because he's doing such fine little engravings. And it helps hold it in place while he is carving, I think.
Now, the Ashes trophy is just here to the table that's closest to me, so that is a cricket. Also, you will see the Coca-Cola bottle. That was one of the retired from the Coca-Cola factory. They got a Coca-Cola bottle. And the Barack Obama 2012 Shamrock Bowl, that was from the template that I showed you in the motor market. And the last one I'm going to show you on this table is at the very back, the Waterford coat of arms. So on the Waterford coat of arms, you'll see a line on the left and a sea serpent on the right. And it's a shape from that sea serpent that we got the seahorse logo. And if you look on the wall in the showroom, you'll see the seahorse's tail is turned around the wrong way. And inside that tail is the shape of a shamrock to represent Ireland. Now, also behind me here, if you have a look just behind you there underneath the lamp, that is the Four Seasons Spring Bowl. So that bowl has spring, summer, autumn and winter engraved completely around on that bowl. And the final piece then is this piece here. This is the 9/11, the remembrance of Father Michael Judge. So there's only two of these in the world, one here and one was gifted to Ladder 24. Because Ladder 24 were the first rescue crew on site. So all the different types of engraving have gone in on this piece. So these back buildings here represent the Twin Towers. These are sandblasted because you have the frosted appearance.
The black slipper.
Yeah, someone needs a tire from Coca-Cola, so they got
This is for the engraving.
Why do I want to go?
Look how delicate and fine, you guys. Look at the tree.
Mommy, the American flag. America does whatever Americans do. This place going on fire. All this back. Post it.
going to show you the Waterford stamp approval, just to show that it is authentic Waterford crystal, and also the EFA collection. Now this is a small collection, but it's unique to here only because you can only see it and buy it here in the House of Waterford Crystal. It's not even showing the catalogues online, so you have to visit us to see it. But before I do, I'll lock everybody in here to say thank you and goodbye, because I'll open up the doors, you see the crystal, and you run off and I go in and get to say thank you. So thank you so much for taking the time out to come in and see the craftsmanship that goes on in the background. It's not many people realise the hard work that does go on, and now you know why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
The hard work that goes on in there. But also it's nice to see the one-off commission pieces, especially that nice little piece in there, the 911. That's a special little piece to get to see as well. So thank you again. Enjoy the tour around Ireland and stay safe on your journeys around as well. And thank you very much. So we're going to finish off by just in here the letter.
Thank you.
Thank you. Closely underneath the light, you can see in tiny, tiny writing. It says Waterford. And that is the Waterford stamp approval, and that's on every piece of Waterford crystal just there. Tiny writing. Yeah. And it's always found on the base of the crystal.
Mama, there's a little piece of writing on each of them.
Don't touch. Yeah, should we see if we can see it?
I see it. Tiny,
Oh,
tiny.
you see it down there?
Yeah, Mom.
Don't touch. Waterford, right there.
Waterford.
Do you see it?
Yeah. Look. Waterford.
Yeah, don't touch. Were their name etched into each piece?
Waterford.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Waterford.
Their name is etched in.
Mom, we should get her the mirror.
The mirror is pretty. Those are like so pretty. Look how shiny that is.
There's like a little necklace.
Yeah, don't touch. One tile back, please. Christmas trees, those are so cute. Oh, the pineapple's cool. Look at the pumpkin and the pineapple.